friends, I'm your educator Musprit Kaur at Study Bar, and I hope you all are fit and fine. You all are hale and hearty, and your families as well. In the second wave of this COVID pandemic, and it's too dangerous. Hilarious experiences are being got by the people. So please be safe in your houses and just go outside if there is a need to go. So today, finally, I am there with the class 10th video, and on Telegram in my channel, I was getting many messages. They were asking me about that. Will you upload videos on grade 10th? When will you upload? So today, finally, I am over here. I am uploading the first video on class 10th on biology. That is on the first chapter of biology, life processes. So what do you think we will discuss in life processes? From the, as the name only suggests, life processes, the processes which are taking place in our life. So simple. So before starting this channel, I'll first suggest you to subscribe to our channel or our family, to become a part of this small family in the on the channel Study Bar, so that you can get the latest notification of every video which I upload. Either it's of science, either it's a motivational video, either it's a strategy, or either it's of any subject, math, social science, or whatever you can say. As I've shown in the trailer also, that there will be motivational videos and many more things, RD Sharma solutions. Next video I am saying that I'll upload on maths chapter number 2, which is polynomial. We will do the chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5th in a series of maths, because from that algebraic part we are in your exam, the weightage of that 4 chapters, the algebra part, is 20 marks. So firstly we'll cover weightage wise, then we will start the other chapters. Okay, and the link for the trailer, so that you can come to know what you will getting on this channel, is above, so you can check it out and go and see the trailer. So now चलो अभी चैप्टर स्टार्ट करते हैं. बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेलर की बातें होगी. We have had a small gossip in this video. So now, what do you mean by life processes? जो processes आपकी life में चल रही, like digestion, excretion, absorption of food. You are ingesting the food, खाना खा रहे हो तभी आप, that's why you are living today, you are surviving today. So a simple question being asked by this PDF also, NCERT में, as I told you, we will do NCERT explanation first, then we will go into the extra books. तो पहले मैंने NCERT का ही PDF लिया है, from it we will be studying. उसके बाद हम जो करेंगे, जो करना, I'll have some sort of books from which you can get extra knowledge, उसका भी हम करेंगे. पहले हम सारा NCERT सीरीज कंप्लीट करेंगे. क्लियर? तो अच्छा, सीरीज भी लॉन्च की थी. हाँ, I forgot to told about you that series शुरुआत. I have launched a new series शुरुआत, a new beginning of your class 10th. You have jumped into a new class, that is 10th, as well as boards. Sometimes you are getting pressurized and parents are saying अभी board में हो गए हो, अभी तो पढ़ लो. So don't take it as much serious कि you sometimes, what I've seen is sometimes children take pressure on them कि यार boards हैं, how will I manage the board, this class, it is too difficult. If you have done 9th very well, then there is no problem in grade 10th as well. ठीक है, 9th, some children have not done 9th and they could not have understood many things in the online classes. For them also there is no very, कोई बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कोई बहुत बड़ा पहाड़ नहीं है to do 10th class. It is not like UPSC exam or MCAT that you have to study day and night. If you are studying 6 hours a day, that is also enough to crack the class 10th with a very good score above 95. I say that thing. So शुरुआत करेंगे, एक नई beginning करेंगे, so that छोटी सी बिगिनिंग के साथ, एक शुरुआत के साथ हम एक नई क्लास में आए हैं, एंड शुरुआत करके हम इस क्लास को एंड तक क्रैक करेंगे. क्लियर? सो नाउ अभी चैप्टर पे आते हैं. सिंपली लेट्स कम टू द चैप्टर. नाउ माय क्वेश्चन इज, हाउ कैन यू टेल दैट अ थिंग इज लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग? How can you tell that a thing is living and a thing is non-living? How will you say? Your answer will be something which is moving is living, something which is stationary is non-living. This will be your answer. Fine. let's say plants are not moving, still they are living. How can you say that they are living? How can you say that they are living? Plants कैसे पता चलता है कि आपको वो living है? Tell me. प्लांट्स का आपको कैसे पता चलता है कि वो लिविंग है? कैसे पता चलता है? थ्रू द fruits, through the flowers which are growing on them, through the increase in length, through the increase in the width of the plant. प्लांट बड़ा होता है. यू प्लांट अ स्मॉल सैपलिंग, छोटा सा आप पेड़ लगाते हो या एक सीड लगाते हो और उससे वो प्लांट ग्रो करता है. उसकी ग्रोथ से, उसके चेंजेस से आपको पता चलता है दैट द प्लांट इज लिविंग. इज दैट क्लियर? Okay, so this is just told in the first paragraph. We will read it. Let's read out. Take your NCERT book. सबसे पहले अपनी NCERT book उठा लो. Something which I'll be telling to highlight it, you can do it because you are making notes on your notebooks. That's just a wastage of paper. I just say that's the wastage of paper. अगर NCERT से ही notes बना रहे हो, NCERT की ही lines उसमें लिख रहे हो, so that is nothing. You can just underline in your NCERT book only. ठीक है, if you are doing it from any extra book, then for that you can prepare your notes, but there is no need to prepare notes from the NCERT. You can just underline the lines क्योंकि वही लाइन आप NCERT से उठा के अपने नोट्स में लिख रहे हो. दैट इज जस्ट द वेस्टेज ऑफ पेपर. इसी में आप हाईलाइटर से हाईलाइट कर सकते हो, पेंसिल से अंडरलाइन कर सकते हो. दैट इज sufficient. So now let's read it. How do we tell the difference between what is alive and what is not alive? If we see a dog running or a cow chewing a cud or a man shouting loudly on the street, we know that these are living beings. Clear? What if a dog or the cow or the man were asleep? We would still think that they were alive. But how did we know that? कैसे पता था कि वो सोए भी पड़े फिर भी पता है कि वो जिंदा है? Because we are seeing the movements of breathing in their body. Is it the same mentioned over here? We see them breathing and we know that they are alive. What about plants? What about the plants? How do we know that plants are alive? We see them green, some of us will say. अबे हम में से कुछ लोग ये भी कहेंगे that they are green means they are living. But this is not a sort of information. Even if the plant dies, वो उसी दिन नहीं brownish हो जाता. उसी दिन नहीं ब्राउनिश हो जाता, बट सम ऑफ आफ्टर सम डेज इट टर्न्स ब्राउन. उसके लीव्स सारे ब्राउन हो जाते हैं, बहुत मतलब हार्डन्ड हो जाता है, टोटली हार्ड क्रश द ट्री बिकम्स जब व्हेन द ट्री इज डेड. और मोस्टली ये चेंजेस कब देखने को मिलते हैं? व्हेन द ट्री हैज बीन कट. जब ट्री कट नहीं होता तब बहुत देर के बाद आपको चेंजेस ऑब्जर्व होते हैं दैट द ट्री इज नॉट लिविंग एज द लीव्स कम ब्राउन. Clear? They grow over time, so we know that they are living. Some of us will say, in other words, we tend to think of some sort of movement, either growth related or not, as common evidence for being alive. But a plant that is not visibly growing is still alive, and some animals can breathe without visible movement. So using visible movement as the defining characteristic of life is not enough. Movements over very small scale will be invisible to the naked eye. Movement of molecules. For example, let's take an example. Is the molecular movement necessary for life? अभी हम बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे, we are saying here that there are many movements which are taking place in human body. There are many movements which are taking place in human body, but they are not visible to our naked eye. So are those movements जो हम ही नहीं देख पाते, are they necessary for our life? Now let's give me a let me give you a simple example. सबसे simple example. You are ingesting the food. वो तो आप खुद ही कर रहे हो, ठीक है? Now let's take an example. Very simple example, very common example, जिससे आपको ये topic आसानी से समझ आ जाएगा और इस question का आंसर आपको easily मिल जाएगा. Let me tell you. Is that example? That example is digestion. Digestion visible है आपको? You are not able to see how the food is getting digested in your body. So now would you be saying that digestion is not important? Digestion जरूरी है, digestion is necessary. This is too much necessary. सबसे simple example है digestion. Digestion is necessary. अगर digestion नहीं होगी, so you will be suffering from many diseases. अगले दिन ही बीमार पड़ जाओगे, मम्मा पेट दुख रहा है. You will be saying this thing simply. when the food is not digested properly, or when you eat some heavy foods with very much heavy carbohydrates, then the food is not getting digested, and you are feeling pain in your stomach, and you are saying, mom, my stomach is paining. And then you take a lot of medicines, and as suggested by the doctor, an apple keeps a person away from the doctor. एप्पल तो हम हर रोज खाते नहीं हैं. आई डोंट ईट, आई से ऑनेस्टली आई डोंट लाइक एप्पल. सो चलो, लीव एवरीथिंग. मूवमेंट, डाइजेशन इज नेसेसरी फॉर आवर बॉडी. तो वो क्या है? वो मूवमेंट है विच इज नॉट सीन बाय अस. वी कांट सी डाइजेशन, हाउ डाइजेशन इज हैपनिंग इन अस. We can't see how the food is getting digested, how the food is made in the plants. So these movements which are taking place in plants and in our body, which we are not able to see, they are very much necessary for our life. So molecular movements which we cannot see, they are even very much, they are more important for our life. Clear? These meager or mere movements, they are really very much important for our life. If we ask this question to a professional biologist, we were reading over here, yeah, if we ask, see, I'm reading over here, see here. If we ask this question to professional biologists, they'll say yes. In fact, viruses do not show any molecular movement in them until they infect some cells. And this is partly why there is a controversy about whether they are truly alive or not. अब if we take the example of viruses की example लें, they are infecting us, and till now the scientists are not able to tell that either the virus is living or either it's not living. Why that controversy is arising? Because when the virus is not in anyone's body, then it is not living, तब वो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. When it enters the host body, it acts as a parasite, और फिर वो होस्ट को धोखा देके होस्ट से ही क्या कर लेता है, होस्ट को ही मार देता है. Like in us, the virus is taking proteins from us only, and still the people are dying, क्योंकि वो क्या करता है, हमारे lungs को खराब कर देता है. Something in our lungs goes wrong with the coronavirus. That's why people are dying. People are getting that problem in breathing. And if I talk about the recent thing, it is out from the topic, but in related to COVID-19, Italy has recently searched that this is not any virus which is spread from China. It is due to the 5G network. But I don't think it is relevant. I am not a scientist, but I don't think that it is relevant, because still in India there is no 5G internet, and still I don't think so that any 5G network will create a virus. Any 5G network will create a virus, and still this is a controversy, that is it spreading from China, or is it due to the 5G network. Now again many controversies are being created in case of virus. So virus क्या है? हमारे अंदर ही आता है, हमारे से ही खाना लेता है, हमारा ही RNA को क्या करता है, it like captivates our RNA. हमारे RNA को वो अपने कंट्रोल में ले लेता है, एंड देन इट अटैक्स आवर बॉडी. हमसे ही लेके हमारे ऊपर ही अटैक करता है. दैट इज रियली रॉन्ग थिंग ऑफ द वायरस, बट वी कांट से एनीथिंग. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? नाउ लेट्स गो टू द अनदर टॉपिक. वायरस को छोड़ो, वायरस का तो हो गया. नाउ इट इज स्प्रेडिंग, यू शुड टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ. ओनली दिस वी कैन सी. Why are molecular movements needed for life? अभी molecular movements जरूरी क्यों हैं? Why are they important? Why is digestion important basically? Why is digestion important? Why do you think is digestion important? Digestion क्यों जरूरी है? For the proper functioning of our body, so that we can get energy, so the protoplasmic structures that are the cells, they can work properly. So these are the things for why digestion is important. So why molecular movements are important. Now we have seen earlier in the previous classes, basically यहाँ पे इस paragraph में आपकी 9th class की बात की जाएगी, which we have recently passed, that living organisms are well organized structures. They can have tissues can have cells have smaller components in them, and so on. Because of the effects of the environment, this organized, ordered nature of living structures is very likely to keep breaking on over time. If order breaks down, the organism will no longer be alive. So living creatures must keep repairing and maintaining their structures. Since all these structures are made up of molecules, they must move molecules around all the time. What are maintenance processes in living organisms? Let us explore करेंगे. Just wait. Now in this paragraph what they have told about why are molecular movements important. Now let's take a simple example. You get a cut आपको कैसे भी लग गया, नाइफ से लग गया, you were not working properly, carefully नहीं काम कर रहे थे, you have got a cut, simply you have got a cut. And if the structures, if this cut is has got into your body and your body has not enough energy, ऐसे तो, and it is not getting healed, basically cut heal नहीं हो रहा है, cut ही रह रहा है, the wound is not getting healed by your body, by the cells. And sometimes we get many cuts, एक महीने में आप बहुत cuts, बहुत चोट लगती है आपको. And if that thing is not getting healed, so the living organism will not be able to live so long. अगर जो स्ट्रक्चर्स ब्रेक डाउन हो रहे हैं, कोई सेल मर रहा है, तो उसके जगह पे कोई नया सेल नहीं बन रहा है, सो दैट वे द बॉडी, द ऑर्गेनिज्म विल नॉट बी एबल टू लिव लॉन्ग. ज्यादा देर तक वो ऑर्गेनिज्म नहीं रह पाएगा. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि there needs a proper functioning, like you have read about the plasmolysis and some other things in your 8th grade, in your 9th grade only. Plasma membrane की जब वो करते थे, detoxification also you have studied, toxins and drugs को remove करना with the help of Golgi apparatus in the liver, and उसके with the help of endoplasmic reticulum in the liver. And that processes, if they do not take place, then the organism will not be able to live very long. So you need your body needs to create, to repair the things in a proper manner so that a person can work efficiently. Clear? This is the thing why molecular movements are necessary. Now they are asking about what are maintenance processes. They have used a different name for life processes. Life processes को ही हम maintenance processes बोलते हैं basically. So what are life processes? Life processes, that was a simple definition. The processes which are taking place in our body are called life processes. Basically है क्या ये? Let's go in the detail. So the maintenance functions of living organism must go on even when they are not doing anything particular. Now when you are sleeping, your medulla is working. Medulla is a part of the brain. तो मेडुला, चाहे आप सो रहे हो, चाहे आप खा रहे हो, चाहे आप कुछ काम कर रहे हो, इधर यू आर वर्किंग, इधर यू आर स्लीपिंग, इधर यू आर ईटिंग, इधर यू आर प्लेइंग, तब भी मेडुला चलेगा. मेडुला चलता ही रहता है. इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ योर ब्रेन. Even just wait, even when you are sitting in a class, even we are just asleep, the maintenance job has to go on. The processes which together perform this maintenance jobs are life processes. You think that life process is a single thing? No, it is a combination. It's a group of many processes which are taking in your body, and they are collectively known as the life processes. Since these maintenance processes are needed to prevent damage and breakdown, energy is needed for them. This energy comes from the outside of the body of the individual organism. So there must be a process to transfer a source of energy from outside to the body of the organism, which we call food, to the inside, a process we commonly call nutrition. If the body side of the organism is to grow, additional raw material will also be needed from the outside. Since life on Earth depends upon carbon based molecules, most of these food sources are also carbon based. Depending upon the complexity of these carbon sources, uh, different organism can then use different kinds of nutritional processes. Now what they are saying in this paragraph, now for maintaining your body, आपकी body को maintain करने के लिए, so that your body can properly work, what do you need? You need energy. Energy कहाँ से आएगी? खाने से, which you need to eat. And for transferring food into your body, you have your mouth, you have your buccal cavity, you have esophagus, many organs are there. So इस सभी के लिए, proper functioning के लिए, you need food to enter in your body, and the path to there needs to be a proper organ, प्रॉपर परमानेंट ऑर्गन्स भी होते हैं, टेम्परेरी ऑर्गन्स भी होते हैं इन एमीबा, लाइक देयर इज अ टेम्परेरी ऑर्गन that is pseudopodia. So there must be a process to transfer a source of energy and that is known as nutrition. अगर बॉडी के साइज को ग्रो होना है, you need additional raw materials. Now the life on earth is dependent upon carbon based molecules. What do you mean by this? The molecules which are having carbon in them. There is a simple meaning you are understanding from this name only. Now as the complexity of this carbon based material increases, so there are different kinds of nutritional processes for those things. Clear? The outside sources of energy could be quite varied since the environment is not under the control of individual organism. These sources of energy therefore need to be broken down or built up in the body and must be finally converted to a uniform source of energy that can be used for the various molecular movements needed for maintaining living structures, as well as to the kind of molecules the body needs to grow. Clear? Uh, for this, a series of chemical reactions in the body are necessary. For example, oxidizing and reducing reactions and are some of the most common chemical means to break down molecules. And for this, many organisms use oxygen source from the outside of the body. The process of acquiring oxygen from the outside of the body and then to use it in the process of breakdown of food is what we call respiration. Now you could be saying she is just reading and reading, she is not understanding and telling us anything. Let's now understand this paragraph. एक पैराग्राफ पढ़ेंगे and then understand. Now see, outside sources अभी अलग अलग होंगे. So ऐसे तो है नहीं कि आपको जो चाहिए कि वही सारा वैसे ही सारी अर्थ चलेगी. जो आपको अच्छा लगता है, जंक फूड अच्छा लगता है, बेसिकली आई लाइक जंक फूड, तो जंक फूड अच्छा लगता है, सारी जगह पे जंक फूड ही होना चाहिए. नाउ द होल द कंट्री विल नॉट वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू मी कि अगर मुझे जंक फूड चाहिए तो सारी कंट्री में सिर्फ जंक फूड ही होगा. नो, दिस कैन नॉट हैपन. द नेचर, बेसिकली द नेचर इज नॉट अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ अ इंडिविजुअल. A single person is not under the control of a single person. So these sources of energy, अभी इन sources को हमें ऐसे break down करना पड़ता है, ऐसे बनाना पड़ता है so that एक uniform source बन जाए जो सारे absorb कर लें, जो सारे जो living organisms हैं वो absorb कर लें, ताकि so that the body can work properly, so there can be a proper maintenance of the body, so that the body can get the required materials for which are needed for it to grow. और इसके लिए बहुत chemical reactions होती हैं. For example, oxidation and reduction reactions. Here it is mentioned oxidizing and reducing reactions. Oxidation and reduction reactions you have in your chemistry chapter number 1. क्या है oxidation and reduction reactions? Let me give you a short glimpse. Otherwise, we'll be doing it in the chapter 1st chemistry. So basically see, oxidation क्या होता है? In which oxygen is being getting. Oxidation and reduction का basic meaning क्या है? Oxidation में आपको oxygen receive कर रहे हो, electrons को lose हो रहे हैं, and in reduction reactions you are gaining electrons and oxygen is getting loosed. Clear? So next, this is just in this paragraph कि हमें क्या चाहिए? Oxygen जब हम gain कर रहे हैं, like I am gaining oxygen from my environment, from my surroundings, so that is what oxygen को मैं gain कर रही हूँ. For what? For acquiring, for the breakdown of resources, for the cellular needs, basically for survival, for respiration. ठीक है? Let's read the next paragraph. In case of a single celled organism, no specific organs for taking in food, exchange of gases or removal of wastage may be needed because the entire surface of the organism is in contact with the environment. ठीक है? But what happens when the body size of the organism increases and the body design becomes more complex? In multicellular organisms, all the cells may not be in direct contact with the surroundings. Thus, simple diffusion will not meet the requirements of all the cells. No, if we talk about the amoeba, let's take the example of amoeba. Amoeba में कोई particular organ नहीं है food consume करने के लिए. It doesn't has a particular organ कि एक cell, one cell will be doing respiration, one cell will be performing digestion, one cell will be taking in the food. No, it's just a single celled organism. So it is directly in contact with the environment. But what happens when the multicellular organism like us, like all of us, are not in the direct contact of the environment and the simple diffusion, I don't think so, even the people also do not think so, will meet the requirements of all the cells. We have previously seen how in multicellular organism various body parts have specialized in the functions they perform. We are familiar with the idea of these specialized tissues and with their organization in the body of the organism. It is therefore not surprising that the uptake of food and oxygen will also be the function of the specialized tissues. However, this poses a problem. Since the food and the oxygen are now taken up at one place in the organism of the body, while all parts of the body need them. So this situation creates a need for transportation system for the body for carrying food and oxygen from one place to another in the body. Now they'll simply tell you that you need a excretory system, you need transportation system in all of this. So Abhi, you have got food, you have taken food and the food is in the mouth, let's say it is in the stomach. So stomach says food को कहाँ पे जाना है, it had to go in all the body, सारी body को food चाहिए, your all the body needs food. So how will it be transported? With the help of the transportation system, it will be carried out in all the body for providing energy for where it is needed. When chemical reactions use the carbon source and the oxygen, I am reading above. So transportation system क्यों जरूरी है, that we have read. When chemical reactions use carbon source and the oxygen for energy generation, they create byproducts. They are not only useless for the cells of the body but could even be harmful. These waste byproducts are therefore needed to be removed out of the body and discarded outside by a process called excretion. Again, if the basic rules of the body design in the multicellular organism are followed, a specialized tissue for excretion will be developed, which means the transportation system will need to transport waste away from the cells to the excretory tissue. फाइन, यहाँ तक समझ में आया कि कुछ केमिकल रिएक्शंस एज वी हैव स्टडीड ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन रिएक्शंस आर गोइंग ऑन. Carbon based molecules we are taking, and they, some molecules, some amino acids, they may be harmful. NH4 group is it can be harmful. तो वो जो हार्मफुल हो सकता है हमारी बॉडी के लिए, तो वो बॉडी में ही रहेगा. दैट विल बी मेकिंग डिसीजेस, उससे हमें डिसीज हो सकते हैं. एंड with that the diseases can be caused, and उसे remove कैसे किया जाएगा? with the help of excretory system. तो हमारी बॉडी में क्या होना चाहिए? excretory system होना चाहिए. फाइन, excretory system क्यों जरूरी है, transportation system क्यों जरूरी है? this is understood to all of you. अगर नहीं समझ में आया, you can tell me your doubt in the comment section. I will really very happy to see you people asking me questions, and I'll really answer your questions very well. So now 28 minutes have gone, and water is necessary for our life to live. So I am going to pause the video for some time as I want to drink the water. You can also do your works if you want something. Clear? So just wait. So I hope you could have taken your food if anything was left. Highlighter उठा लिया होगा अगर चाहिए होगा. So now let's continue with the new topic, न्यूट्रिशन. ये क्वेश्चन हम अगली वीडियो में करेंगे जब इसकी वीडियो आएगी. अगली वीडियो वैसे मैं मैथ्स पे डालूंगी. आई एम 101% श्योर. सो न्यूट्रिशन, न्यूट्रिशन क्या है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय न्यूट्रिशन? बेसिकली न्यूट्रिशन का मतलब क्या है? न्यूट्रिशन कम्स फ्रॉम द लैटिन वर्ड, इट इज नॉट मेंशन्ड ओवर हियर, आई एम टेलिंग यू. ये लैटिन वर्ड से आता है, विच इज नट्रायर, विच मीन्स टू नरिश. जिसका मतलब क्या है? नरिश, टू नरिश. सो when we walk or ride a bicycle, we are using up energy. Even when we are not doing any apparent activity, energy is needed to maintain our body in a state of order. We also need materials from the outside to grow, to develop, to synthesize proteins and other substances needed in the body. This source of energy and materials comes from the food that we eat. तो जो खाना आप लोग खाते हो ये कहाँ से आता है? उस खाने से ही आप साइकिल चला पाते हो उस खाने से ही, आप चल पाते हो उस खाने से ही. You are able to talk, I am able to teach, you are able to listen, you are able to sit comfortably while listening to this video. Clear? How do living things get their food? तो आज हम ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन करेंगे. फाइन. सो हाउ डू लिविंग थिंग्स गेट their food? लिविंग थिंग्स को अपना खाना कैसे मिलता है? So the general requirement for energy and materials is common in all organisms, but it is fulfilled in different ways. Some organisms use simple food material obtained from inorganic substances in the form of carbon dioxide and water. These organisms are the autotroph, include green plants and some bacteria. So plants क्या करते हैं, अपना खाना खुद बनाते हैं. They are not lethargic like we people. We are too lethargic. We want कि बैठे ही सारा खाना मिल जाए. Yeah, we think that thing. We are not able sometimes we are not able to go to the kitchen and to pick up food to eat. Clear? So we are too lethargic, but plants are too hardworking. They are preparing the food by their own, and they are plants and some bacteria. Other organisms utilize complex substances like we people. These complex substances have to be broken down into simpler ones before they can be used for the upkeep and the growth of the body. To achieve this, organism use biocatalyst called enzyme. So what do you mean by biocatalyst? कैटलिस्ट फर्स्ट चैप्टर में ही आएगा केमिस्ट्री में. मुझे लगता है कि इससे पहले मुझे वो करवाना चाहिए था, बिकॉज सम टर्म्स आर बीइंग कमिंग. कैटलिस्ट का मतलब होता है विच फास्टन्स द रिएक्शन. इससे रिएक्शन फास्ट होती है, दैट इज इन केमिस्ट्री. यहाँ पे इसीलिए बायो वर्ड लगाया गया है, कैटलिस्ट विच आर इन बायोलॉजी. सो एंजाइम्स क्या करते हैं, दे हेल्प इन डाइजेशन प्रोसेस. लाइक यू विल बी studying about an enzyme ptyalin. It is spelling are like ptyalin, but it is known as ptyalin. P is silent. Thus, the heterotroph survival depend directly and or indirectly on autotrophs. Heterotrophic organisms include animals and fungi. Clear? Now let's do the autotrophic nutrition. Carbon and energy requirements of the autotrophic organisms are fulfilled by photosynthesis. Photosynthesis क्या है, आप छोटे होते से करते आ रहे हो. From your, I can say, from your 3rd or 4th grade you are doing photosynthesis. Plants prepare their own food by a process known as photosynthesis. It is a process by which autotrophics take in substances from the outside and convert them into stored forms of energy. These material is taken in the form of carbon dioxide and water, which is converted into carbohydrates in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Now see, फोटोसिंथेसिस चाहिए होती है. फोटोसिंथेसिस ऑटोट्रॉफ्स क्या करते हैं, अपने सब्सटेंस को बाहर से लेते हैं और उन्हें स्टोर्ड फॉर्म्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, लाइक इन कार्बोहाइड्रेट, स्टार्च. स्टार्च इज मेनली अ रिजर्व फूड इन प्लांट्स फॉर द समटाइम्स, जब कभी जरूरत पड़ती है, मतलब इट इज अ रिजर्व्ड स्टोर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द फूड, स्टार्च इन प्लांट्स. सो स्टार्च कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर को ग्लूकोज में. C6H12O6 is the basic formula for it. For glucose, not carbohydrates. It is somewhat CH12 for carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are utilized for providing energy to the plants. We will study how this takes place in the next session. The not in this इस video का next session यार है इन्होंने बोला है, ठीक है. The carbohydrates which are used immediately are stored in the form of starch, which serve as an internal energy reserve to be used as and when required by the plant. Clear? A somewhat similar situation is seen in us, where some of the energy derived from the food we eat is stored in our body in the form of glycogen. Plants में starch की form में use किया जाता है energy reserve. In us we are storing it as glycogen. It is glycogen. You can underline these two lines. I am gonna tell you. Not two, just wait. You are going to underline. You are gonna underline that carbon. Pen ही ले लेते हैं ना. Pen will look good. Let's take the pinkish color. Carbon and energy requirements of the autotrophic organisms are fulfilled by photosynthesis. It is a process. If you want to underline this, you can, otherwise there is no need, because you know this process in substances from the outside and convert them into stored forms of energy. This material is taken in the form of carbon dioxide and water, which is converted into carbohydrates in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Carbohydrates are used for utilizing energy. This we know. Carbohydrates, which are not used immediately, are stored in the form of starch, which serves as the internal energy reserve to be used as. यहाँ तक ही करोगे and when required, उसकी जरूरत नहीं है, you don't need it. उसके बाद the energy derived from the food we eat is in the form of glycogen. तो ये किसमें है, हमारी कंडीशन है, ह्यूमंस की कंडीशन है. क्लियर. ऊपर भी मैंने कुछ अंडरलाइन करवाना था. हेयर over here, I think. Yeah, transportation system. If you want to underline this, you can. Otherwise, इतना जरूरी भी नहीं है. Like from over this, यहाँ पे. Since the food and the oxygen are now taken up at one place of the body while all the parts need them, this situation creates a need for transportation system for carrying food and oxygen from one place to another. उसके बाद ऐसे ही आप excretory system वाला भी अंडरलाइन करोगे. Clear? Now till here we have studied. Now let's come over here. Now this is the general formula for your process of photosynthesis. This is 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O. This is not getting clear. I don't. Yeah. In the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, it changes into glucose plus oxygen plus water. Now see, you are seeing over 6 over here in CO2. तो ये 6 किसके लिए? Just for balancing the equation. So CO2 plus water, ये in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, they change into glucose plus oxygen plus water. Clear? This you need to remember this equation. ये equation आपको याद रखनी है. Clear? Now let us now see what actually happens during the process of photosynthesis. The following events occur during this process. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. You are going to underline this, all the 3 points. ये तीनों आपको याद करने हैं. Clear? Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. अभी conversion light energy की conversion करना किसमें? To chemical energy by splitting the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. So reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Clear? These steps are need not to take place one after the another. ऐसे नहीं कि इनको simultaneously चलते ही रहना पड़ेगा, immediately एक के बाद एक ऐसे चलता रहना चाहिए. But this is not sure. For example, desert plants हैं, वो क्या करते हैं, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रात को लेते हैं और खाना उनको दिन में बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब वो होता है ना, सनलाइट होती है दिन में, तो उससे वो सनलाइट देते हैं. They are not doing one after the another. For example, desert plants take up carbon dioxide at night and prepare an intermediate which is acting upon the energy absorbed by the chlorophyll during the day. Now let us see how each of the components of the above reaction are necessary for the photosynthesis. If you carefully absorb a cross section of the leaf under microscope, you will notice that some cells contain green dots. These green dots are called chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll. Let us do an activity which demonstrates that chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. तो ये छोटी सी एक्टिविटी है, आप घर पे कर सकते हो. इफ यू हैव माइक्रोस्कोप एट योर होम. बेसिकली ये स्कूल्स में करवाई जाती है in your school labs. In your school labs. So you have to do what? You have to take a potted plant with very jaded leaves. For example, money plant और crotons. Money plant और crotons, ये money plant ही जो घर में होता है. Crotons is the same word. Keep the plant in a dark room for 3 days so that all the starch get used up. अभी जब प्लांट को सनलाइट नहीं मिलती है, तब जो स्टार्च है, एनर्जी रिजर्व है, वो यूज किया जाता है. उसको डार्क रूम में रख दो जहाँ पे कोई लाइट ना हो, ताकि वो क्या करे, सारा स्टार्च उसका यूज हो जाए. Now keep the plant in sunlight for about 6 hours. Pluck a leaf from the plant, make the green areas in it, mark the green areas in it and trace them on a sheet of paper. Dip the leaf in boiling water for a few minutes. After this, immerse it in a beaker containing alcohol. Immerse it in a beaker containing alcohol. Carefully place the above beaker in a water bath and heat it until alcohol begins to begin. तो ये अकेले मत करना, अगर घर में माइक्रोस्कोप है भी, अकेले नहीं करोगे, you can take the help of your parents. तो अभी आपको क्या करना है, पहले तो उस लीफ को अल्कोहल में डालना है, अभी उसी को एक बीकर में रखना है, वाटर बाथ में रखना है और उसे तब तक हीट करना है जब तक अल्कोहल बॉयल नहीं होने लग जाता. What happens to the color of the leaf? What is the color of the solution? Now dip the leaf in a dilute solution of iodine for a few minutes. Take out the leaf and rinse off the iodine solution. Observe the color of the leaf and compare this with the tracing the leaf done in the beginning. What can you conclude about the presence of starch in various areas of the leaf? Now let us begin how the plant obtains carbon. Now you will tell me the answer to this question. Clearly you will tell me the answer to this question. यही question है आपका. I need this answer in the comment section. Now let us study how the plants obtain carbon dioxide. In class 9th we have studied about we have talked about stomata, which are tiny pores present in where I was reading, present on the surface of the leaf. Massive amounts of gaseous exchange takes place through these pores for the purpose of photosynthesis, but it is important to note here that exchange of gases occurs across the surface of stems, roots and leaves as well. Since large amounts of water can be lost through the stomata, the plant closes these pores when it does not need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. The opening and closing of the pore is the function of guard cells. The guard cells swell when water flows into them, causing the stomatal pore to open. Similarly, the guard cell close if the pore closes if the guard cells shrink. Clear? Now see, यहाँ पे सिंपली हो क्या रहा है, स्टोमेटल पोर्स खुल रहे हैं और उनके द्वारा प्लांट को कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड तो मिल रही है, बट उसी प्रोसेस से वाटर का लॉस भी हो रहा है. ट्रांसपिरेशन इज ऑल्सो गोइंग ऑन, वाटर लॉस इज ऑल्सो going on. When the guard cells swell, when water flows into them, then the stomatal pores are open. When they shrink, when the guard cells shrink, तो तभी क्या करते हैं, stomatal pores बंद हो जाते हैं. So this is the thing कि stomatal pores से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड आती है and the transpiration is occurring, and when the guard cells swell up, when the water is flowing into them, then they are opening. When the water is not flowing into them means they are when they have shrunken, तो क्या होता है, और stomatal pore क्या हो जाते हैं, बंद हो जाते हैं. Now there is also one more activity. Take 2 healthy potted plants which are nearly the same size. I can say that this can be done at home. I'll also try if it can be. I'll show you a result. Clear? अगर हो सके. Take 2 healthy potted plants which are nearly the same size. Keep them in a dark room for 3 days. And the next they are saying, now place each of the plant for separate, where I was, now place each plant on separate glass plates. Place a watch glass containing potassium hydroxide by the side of one of the plants. The potassium hydroxide is used to absorb carbon dioxide. Abhi you need to come to know about one more point. You can underline this. Potassium hydroxide is used to absorb carbon dioxide. पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को ऑब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए यूज किया जाता है. कवर बोथ द प्लांट्स with separate bell jars is shown in figure 6.4. आपको क्या लेने हैं, 2 प्लांट्स लेने हैं, ठीक है. एक के पास आपको पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड रख देना है और दोनों को आपको बेल जार से कवर करना है. यूज वेसेलिन टू सील द बॉटम ऑफ द जार्स to the glass plate so that it setup is airtight. Keep the plants in sunlight for about 2 hours. Pluck a leaf from each plant and check the presence of starch as in the above activity. Do both the leaves show the presence of the same amount of starch? What can you conclude from this activity? I think the first one will be showing more starch because more starch होगा क्यों, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वो ज़्यादा अमाउंट में क्या कर रहा है, ले रहा है, कैप्टिवेट कर रहा है एंड उससे कैप्चर कर रहा है, तो स्टार्च फोटोसिंथेसिस और ज्यादा होगी तो स्टार्च रिजर्व और ज्यादा होगा. Based on the two activities performed above, can we design experiment to demonstrate that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis? Sunlight के बिना तो हो ही नहीं सकती photosynthesis. It is impossible without sunlight that photosynthesis can happen. So far, we have talked about how autotrophs meet their energy requirements, but they also need other raw materials for building their body. Water used in photosynthesis is taken up from the soil by roots in terrestrial plants. Other materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, magnesium are taken up from the soil. Nitrogen is the essential part used in the synthesis of proteins and other compounds. अभी नाइट्रोजन इज अ वेरी 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 एसेंशियल पार्ट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, कि क्योंकि ये किसमें हेल्प करता है, प्रोटीन्स की सिंथेसिस में हेल्प करता है प्लांट्स. सो खत्म हो गया है आपका ऑटोट्रॉफिक पार्ट. ये 2 लाइनें रह गई, ये भी पढ़ लेते हैं. This is taken up in the form of inorganic nitrates or nitrites, or it is taken up as organic compounds which have been prepared by bacteria from atmospheric nitrogen. ठीक है, या तो ये एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन में ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स में लिया जाता है, या इन द फॉर्म ऑफ नाइट्राइट्स एंड नाइट्रेट्स. यू हैव डन इट. नाइट्राइट्स, नाइट्रेट्स और एटमॉस्फेरिक न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में आपने पढ़ा है इन योर 8th ग्रेड. आई रिमेंबर इट वेरी वेल. सो ऑटोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन आज करना था. इंट्रोडक्शन हो गया, न्यूट्रिशन. ऑटोट्रॉफिक खत्म हो गया. अभी अगली वीडियो में हम क्या करेंगे, हेटेरोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन. सो टिल देन बाय बाय एंड वी विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. सो बाय बाय and be safe. Tell your parents that they should go outside only when there is a work, because this is too dangerous disease. बहुत dangerous है COVID-19, so you should be safe from it. You know, in Delhi many people are dying. Even our India doesn't have a well oxygen cylinders, ventilators नहीं है. So you should be safe from it. You should be safe from it. I only say go outside if there is some very necessary work, otherwise don't go outside. Until then, bye bye, be safe, bye.